What's up, YouTube? Intricate Explorer here today. Today, I'm going to be talking about loneliness. More specifically, loneliness while you're traveling by yourself. I wanted to make this video today because traveling by yourself can be weird. Sometimes not in a good way, especially in if you're looking at my feed, you're looking at adventure photographers, travelers, van lifers. You see these amazing places, you see these crazy adventures, and you just don't think about the fact about what's happening between all that. And sometimes difficult emotions come up, and they definitely do for me sometimes, especially when you're by yourself for 2-3 weeks at a time. Your thoughts just build up. So I have a few tips that I've learned over the past couple months traveling, and I wanted to give them to you guys to help you out. So let's get started. So from the top, I like to have a home base, and honestly my preferred method of travel right now is to go out for 2-3 weeks, come back to my home base. And my home base is where I got friends, family, mailbox, P.O. box, whatever, storage unit, just a place I know is my home, something I can know in the back of my mind that's got my back and is there for me if something happens on the road. Obviously, doing months and months of traveling by yourself on the road without returning to a place is perfectly acceptable. Some people like to do that, but I found this is how I can deal with traveling by myself. Being alone for months and months at a time isn't appealing to me. I'm super social, so this helps keep me in the loop. Next tip is to stay in touch. And honestly, it can get a little bit tough sometimes, especially if you don't have service, but I make an effort to drive through service areas sometimes if I'm passing through and just, call up friends, family, call your mom. I also like to play COD Mobile on the phone with my friends, multiplayer games. Helps you get you through the day and gives you an activity you could talk through and, strategize and feel like you're in the room with somebody else, but you're really just, halfway across the country. So download those games, talk to your friends, text them, create groups, whatever. Makes a big difference. Next tip, keep yourself busy. And by this I mean just do something. I always find that the weirdest, those weird intrusive thoughts of loneliness or darkness, maybe you're in a creepy forest in the middle of the night and you just hear sounds. Honestly, I'll just start doing something. I'll start editing photos. I'll go out and take photos. I'll create. Whenever you create something, it allows your brain to process those emotions in a weird way. And what I mean by this is, for example, if I take a photo, I can see how I'm feeling in a situation in a different perspective. And a lot of times I'll look at my photography and be like, wow, I didn't realize I was feeling that when I was there. And it helps get you through those difficult thoughts that can come up while traveling. So it doesn't have to be photography, but drawing, painting, singing, music, whatever, journaling, just something that allows you to get those thoughts into a format that's artistic can make a huge difference in processing these weird, lonely emotions you sometimes feel while traveling. Next tip I got for you guys is to talk to the locals and talk to those annoying tourists that are everywhere. And it might seem counterintuitive to traveling, sometimes you get out on the trails and you're like, there's so many people, but honestly, if you just strike up conversations with them, awesome way to feel like you got a small community with you, even if it's temporary. One thing I like to do is just provide value right off the bat. So if I'm talking to someone, I'll give them suggestions about other trails I've done. Maybe if you like this one, go check out this one, or tell them a funny story about something, or just crack a joke. And honestly, these are the best ways to start building rapport with someone. If you start asking questions right away, it's a little bit leechy. You don't want to be like, where are you from? What are you doing? Why are you here? How's the weather there? Where are you going next? Sure, pepper them in every once in a while, but I found starting with talking about something or helping someone out is a great way to build connection with people. And while you're at it, get their Instagram, get their Facebook, whatever, and you got another person you could talk to on the road and share stories with in the future. Final tip I got for you guys, super practical, super easy to implement, but listen to podcasts. And the reason I like podcasts instead of audiobooks or music is because they just are so casual. If you find the right ones, I like to listen to a lot of stand-up comedians, but it honestly just sounds like friends talking shit in the background. And it's really easy to just melt away into, especially if I'm setting up my bed in the middle of a creepy forest in the middle of the night, I'll just put up some, a funny podcast and just listen to people talking, and it helps me feel at ease. And a lot of times I'll honestly just fall asleep to that Honestly, the biggest thing with all this is just like, get some sleep and stay healthy too. A lot of times I'm in the middle of the night and I'm up late at night and I feel weird about something. Go to sleep. If you can wake up in the morning, get some food in you, you'll probably feel exponentially better. So food, sleep, water, super important components. Let that be said. That's all I got for you guys today. So I hope these tips were helpful to you. I encourage you to travel alone and think about the reason you're doing it in the first place when these thoughts do come up, because sometimes those scary thoughts that feel intrusive are actually really beneficial to you. And if you could conquer them and realize while you're feeling that way, it's almost like the whole reason you started to travel in the first place is to grow as a person. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like, hit that sub. I'll talk to you later. Peace.